All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joe. Welcome back to the channel. We got a request in right here from Mikey D. Lorenzo, which is Bon Jovi Runaway. Now, I know Bon Jovi mainly from, his music, but also for his music appearing in, I think it was Guitar Hero 3, which I played that stuff a lot. So we're going to check this out. I have not heard this song before. This is a first reaction. I do know Living on a Prayer and It's My Life. Because I think It's My Life or Living on a Player, if or both were in Guitar Hero 3. But maybe somebody can confirm that. Let's check this out. Run Away. Nuclear accident.
On the street where you live, girls talk about their social lives. They made a lipstick, plastic, and plain. Such a savor in their eyes. All your best when your daddy gonna talk to you. But you were living in another world, trying to get a message through. No one heard a single word you said. They should have seen it in your eyes. What was going around your head? Oh, she's a little runaway. Daddy's girl and fast. All those things they couldn't say. Ooh, she's a little runaway. Different light every night, guaranteed to blow your mind.
So there's one song, and I know that the genres might be a little different because I know that Bon Jovi is rock, right? Or maybe a different subgenre because I know there's also these subgenres like glam rock or power, whatever. You know, you got all these subgenres that I don't know all of them. But it's Pat Benatar. There's one track from Pat Benatar where it's also about being a runaway, right? Leaving the home and doing your own thing. I forgot which song it was, but I've seen maybe Love is a Battlefield. I don't know. Maybe it's a different track. But yeah, this is a very familiar theme in like the 80s, I think, right? Being rebellious to your parents. No, I'm going out to that pool party today. You know what I mean? That's that very, at least that's how I always saw it in like sitcoms and everything, you know? I've never been to the US.
I see you out on the streets, calling for a wild time. So you sit home alone, 'cause there's nothing left that you can do. There's only pictures hung in the shadows left there to look at you. You know she likes the lights at night on the neon Broadway sign. She don't really mind. It's only love she hopes to find. Ooh, she's a little runaway. Daddy's girl and fast. All those things he couldn't say. Ooh, she's a little runaway.
Oh,
No one heard a single word you said.
in the Netherlands, guys. Oh, I paused on. Yo, my pause game is on point, guys. Let me just.
They should have seen it in your
So I'm not. Oh, never mind. Um, I don't even know what I wanted to say. That's how easy I'm distracted, guys. I was easy, you know. Uh, Besides that, oh yeah, I remember what I wanted to say. In the Netherlands, guys, the rebellious phase where that sort of freedom in the U.S. that I always see in sitcoms and even in real life that I've heard from actual U.S. people is not so much so in the Netherlands, guys. In the Netherlands, the rebellious phase is very, very, very different. Whereas to in the US, you would go to a garage party, I think, or a pool party, or something like that. In the Netherlands, you would just meet under a fucking bridge in the winter, and that's where you hang out. It's rough, guys. Like we don't go around in garages, and it's not because I grew up super poor or whatever like that, or other people. It's just people don't do that. They in the Netherlands, people just fucking meet up under that tree. Hey yo, bro, do I see you under that tree? Yeah, man. See you later. Okay. Even my dad, who is now 50, back in the day, in his rebellious, he used to go to parties, but not like parties where you're like this type of music. He would go to parties where it's like, like all that stuff. So definitely different. I think the 90s in the Netherlands and the 90s I think this is 80s though, but the 90s in the Netherlands and 90s in the US were two very different things. Even though there's a lot of stuff in common, because it's a Western country, was very different from the stories that I heard.
What's going round your head? Ooh, she's a little runaway. Daddy's girl and fast, all those things they couldn't say. Ooh, she's a little runaway. Daddy's girl and fast, now she works the night away.
Wow, the range. Oh, run away. Yeah, man. Like back in the day, I see in the chat we would get fake IDs and go to clubs. I mean, that's something I heard from my dad too. Like fake IDs or get your way in somehow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard these stories too, but in general, like it's so much different in the U.S. than the Netherlands. And if I see the stories and hear the stories about the people that are older than me that have been there in the Netherlands and the U.S., I would have chosen the U.S. 80s and 70s and all that, dude. Like I don't know why, but it seemed like that was the time to be in the U.S. I don't know. That's always the idea that I got. Maybe I've been propagandized. I don't know if that's even a word, but you know what I mean. Like the U.S. propaganda of how good it looks over there. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. I know that I should someday visit the U.S. That's what I do know. And I was always super nice, guys. I was always the first seat in row in class. I was never rebellious. I never ran away. I never sneaked out. I never got drunk when I wasn't of age. I never did anything like that, guys. I was always studying. I was always studying and asking for extra homework, helping the teacher. I was definitely not throwing shit at the teacher. Not shit, but like a paper or whatever. No, that's not me. I just, I like to, yeah, do my homework. Nah, guys, I'm not a runaway. Go check out Bon Jovi, Runaway. Thank you so much for this request. It was really fun. Let me know what I need to check out more. Let me know your runaway experience. And if you were like me, also doing your homework, always on time, front of the class, straight A's. Right. Peace.